Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Universe Mode War update for WWE 2K20 Universe Mode. This is the second Universe Mode. We talked last night about Universe Mode itself, the first one. This is the second one. And this one works very, very different. In this series, there is no NXT, unfortunately. The reason why is because we ran out of people to do it. The basis of this series is I don't produce it, I don't commentate it. Well, I do, but I only do my brand that I'm associated with, which is Monday Night Raw. So basically, this universe mode is the universe mode for the fans. What does that mean? This universe mode has you, the subscribers, booking the shows. You guys help with. Well, at the time was 3 brands. I had a select few subscribers helping to book and make this show. For each brand, you will hear a different voice. J&W Boss does Smackdown. I do Monday Night Raw. You will never hear me commentate a Smackdown match. I would never commentate the WWE Championship match. I would never commentate his Tag Team Championship match. He will never commentate my World Heavyweight Championship match. We do that because it's a war between the two brands. It's all about seeing which brand is better. You will never hear my voice on SmackDown. The reason why we had to disband NXT is because nobody of my subscribers could not make the shows themselves, and unfortunately it would not be fair based on the rules that we have for the Universe Mode War to to have them make the show. So we had to cancel that thing, that brand. What's going to happen with NXT, I'm going to do it live here so I don't forget. This is gone right here. I am deleting this show. It is gone. What's going to happen with the NXT roster? Well, it's simple. All of the NXT stars will be go in a draft that will start after Judgment Day. Once Judgment Day goes live off the air, me and J&W Boss will do a live stream where we will draft the NXT roster. All NXT management, the people that were behind NXT, will become free agents as well. So all of the bookers and producers and admin for NXT will become free agents and can sign to Raw or SmackDown to help them book and work on their shows if they want to. This makes it fair. This makes it even, because this will be a huge thing, and this will make our rosters bigger in the end and make it very interesting, as a lot of people have said that NXT had the best roster out of all 3 brands. Now those NXT stars are free to and willing, and we're going to go wherever they so please after Judgment Day. How this series works, it's basically the same, but kind of different in pay-per-view schedule. I'm showing you this pay-per-view schedule right here, but we will not follow this. This series does not follow the end-game pay-per-view schedule. It is all done in a schedule that me and J&W Boss set up ourselves. This is how the Universe Mode War is different from the regular Universe Mode. Watch this. So, my next pay-per-view, we're going to be going into June, right? My next pay-per-view for Monday Night Raw will be Backlash. After Extreme Rules, which we'll talk about in just a second, my next pay-per-view will be Backlash. Backlash will run like this. It will be a 5-week build. That's right. 5 weeks. That does not follow this end-game calendar. For J&W Boss, his SmackDown pay-per-view, his next show for June, is the Great American Bash. It is 4 weeks. He's following the Universe Mode calendar for that month. I'm not following the Universe Mode calendar for mine. We flip-flop every month. Every show must work a 4-week build. The other show can choose between 4 to 8 weeks of build to their brand exclusive pay-per-views. We only come together for the big four, which is Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania. That is it. Every other shows will be brand exclusive pay-per-views. But the catch is, you can choose your build, but every other month you're required to do 4 weeks. But that month that you're not required to do 4 weeks, you can choose your build of however long you want to build towards your show. Like, for example, I'm going to give you another big example here. For let me see, I gotta pull up. Let me see. For Smackdown again. Smackdown chose to have if I can find it. Smackdown chose to have September be hold on. I gotta look at it. But okay, I'm gonna do that. I gotta make sure my pay-per-view schedule is right. But for another example, December, SmackDown has a 8-week build for their show. 8 weeks. It is not the normal 1 month build. It's 8 weeks, which means he's going to have a 8-week build after Survivor Series to his show. We will not follow this in-game thing. We follow a different calendar and we follow a different format from the other universe mode. Another big thing is how brand exclusive pay-per-views work. We're talking with this how SummerSlam will work. SummerSlam, I believe we decided on the build already, but I'm going to verify that after once we get there. But SummerSlam is going to work like this, folks. How we're going to do SummerSlam is that I'm going to do all of the Monday Night Raw matches, and J&W Boss are going to do all of the SmackDown matches. We're going to decide based on our build, based on excitement, which show main events the pay-per-view. That's how we're going to do it. I will not do no Raw matches. I will not do no SmackDown matches. Boss not doing no Raw matches. And how we're going to spice things up, you can choose when to have your Money in the Bank ladder match. It does not have to be at SummerSlam. You can choose when you want to have it. It doesn't have to be at the biggest part of the summer. It could be on Monday Night Raw. It could be on a go-home show. You can have your Money in the Bank ladder match on a go-home show. It can be on it can be on the SummerSlam itself. It can be wherever you want it to be. That's how we spice things up, and that's what makes it very interesting. But here's the kicker. It does not have to be on SummerSlam, but in the month of SummerSlam, you have to have the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's what makes it very interesting. So me and J&W has to have the Money in the Bank ladder match go on. It has to go on in the month of August. But it does not have to be at SummerSlam. So that's why we keep in mind what I said. You don't want to miss a Raw or SmackDown because you may miss the Money in the Bank ladder match if you skip a show. You never know. You never know when the Money in the Bank ladder match is going to happen. Let's say one show wants to have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match on Raw, but then they say, nah, let's do the men's Money in the Bank ladder match at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss the women's Money in the Bank match if you skip a Raw. Vice versa for SmackDown. And another thing, there does not have to be a women's Money in the Bank. The brand can choose to have a women's Money in the Bank if they want to. We're on the limb now. Raw will have a women's Money in the Bank contract. If SmackDown does not want one, they don't have to have one. You can choose to have a women's Money in the Bank. But there must be a men's Money in the Bank. That is a rule. There must be a Money in the Bank for your brand. You don't have to have two, but there must be a men's Money in the Bank. It is required for our Ultimate Universe Mode rules, which I will post. If you need the rules, I will post them in my Discord. And I will, if Ctproductions, please go follow our Discord. That's where you get most information that besides my Twitter. Follow my Twitter as well as at Cttrain2017. And I will also post the rules in the pinned comment of this video probably later on today. I will post all of the rules and requirements. That is how brand pay-per-view is going to, co-brand pay-per-view is going to work. Going to be the same for Rumble, same for Mania, same for Survivor Series. We haven't decided how Survivor Series is going to work just yet, because we may not do Raw versus SmackDown this year. The reason why is because it's very complicated, because one of the rules state we have to play our own matches. How are we going to play each other matches? I have no idea how that's going to work. So we might follow the old school way of Survivor Series, where you have the world title defender, you have the WWE Championship defender, and you just do a Survivor Series match. And we might come up with our own Survivor Series matches and not go against each other. That is one big thing we have to figure out. And I will let you guys know on information on it when we get there. We are a long way from there because of how consistent this series is. We have a good 6-7 months for Survivor Series, if that. Especially how things are going to be later on in the year. But yeah, we will let you know how Survivor Series will work. But after SummerSlam, things get spicy. In this series, there will be a free agency period and trading period. It will last until the final bell at Survivor Series. Raw and SmackDown are free to sign anybody they want to in the entire world of professional wrestling. Raw can sign Kenny Omega. They can sign the Young Bucks. They can sign Cody Rhodes. They can sign anybody in the world. Your mind is free to go. Any company that they compete at, they can sign them at doing this trade period. So, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? It's going to get interesting. After SummerSlam, these rosters are going to look very, very different. Because then you can sign anybody in the world. And you are free to sign up to 40 people on your roster. Here's how things go. It's a first come, first serve. J&W Boss has to let me know who he is signing so I don't sign them. As long as J&W Boss texts me, hey, I want, let's just go on a limb. Hey, I want Vince Diamond. I say, okay. I announce it. By that time, we will have a Universe More War exclusive Twitter. I will announce it on the Universe More Twitter. SmackDown has signed Vince Diamond to a contract. Let's say I want Kota Ibushi. I let J&W Boss say, hey, Raw is taking Kota Ibushi. And I announced it on the Twitter page. WWE Monday Night Raw has signed Kota Ibushi. I will let everybody know. It will be a big notification. If we want to do trades, we can do trades between each other. We can trade superstars to each brand. It's going to really work like the NBA, work like the NFL, where you have a X amount of weeks to make trades and sign people, and then there is a trade and signee deadline, and the deadline will be Survivor Series. Once the main event Survivor Series is over, there will not. Those are the set official rosters for the rest of this season. There will be no more trades, no more signees. You stuck with that roster until after WrestleMania. That's your roster. This will run from September and game time to November. Things are going to get dicey. Things are going to get interesting. And boy, oh boy, If you think that's gonna be crazy, just wait. More stuff is coming, man. It's gonna get even crazier once that free agency and signing period is underway. That's how it is different from the other universe mode. The other universe mode don't have that. The other universe mode don't have a free agent signee period. You know, I can bring in anybody I want to with the other universe mode. That what makes the other universe mode more unpredictable. Is, you know, that's gonna be a thing. And then next season for Universe Mode War, if this one is successful, we'll bring it back for another season. I'm gonna add in a contract play. You know, some of your guys are gonna have some of your 10 of your top stars are gonna have contracts, and those contracts are going to be set to expire for next season. That's gonna make things more interesting. And you're only going to have an X amount of money to sign those guys to those deals. You know, we're going to bring some GM mode elements into the series, into the series for season 2 to spice things up. And that's going to spice things up even more next season. But basically, it's like the NBA, man. NBA, NFL, you got a trade period. Basically, this amount of weeks, this amount of time, 2 months to sign anybody you want to. You know, and at the Survivor Series, whatever your roster is, that's what you got. That's your roster. So, you know, choose wisely, folks. Choose wisely. You do not want to make a mistake with your roster. So basically, in September, the trade free agency we thought. We're going to go through, Raw's going to have Unforgiven. Smackdown's going to run No Mercy for 6 weeks. And then we're going to go through October. Smackdown's going to run Fully Loaded for October. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the October pay-per-view for SmackDown. And I'm going to host Vengeance for Raw, and then November we're gonna come together for Survivor Series and do Survivor Series, and after that, this free agency and signee period is over. That's it. That is it. I want to hear your feedback. I will ask you guys, because this is the universe mode for the fans. Do you want a big Royal Rumble match where we choose a winner and we play it out and have our storylines play out and we co-commentate it like that, and I get it fully edited? Do you want a Royal Rumble like that, or do you want a semi-Royal Rumble? That's going to be up to you guys. Same with Survivor Series. I don't mind me and J&W doing the matches ourselves. Like, one of us take a match and he takes a match and we just commentate the entire show. I don't mind doing that. I really do not mind doing that. So if you guys wanted Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series, or you wanted the old school way where we come up with our own, right, there's a Raw Survivor Series match and a SmackDown Survivor Series match, and we have this X amount of championships defended on a show. If you want the old school way, let me know. Let me know in the comment section, how do you guys want Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble to work? Because those are going to be the tricky pay-per-views, because, you know, those are going to be the tricky ones because of how the series is done, where we just do our own matches. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if other series have made it work, with other series similar to like this on YouTube, they made it work, we can make it work. We can make it work. So I'm going to need you guys' help. Please, so please let me know how you guys want that. And I'll be looking in the premiere checker. This one's probably going to be premiered this time. So please let me know how you guys want that to be structured. And how the co-brand pay-per-views are going to work. We're not going to have 24 match pay-per-views. Absolutely not. the maximum for each pay-per-view will be 12 matches. Because you can only do 6 matches for co-branded pay-per-views only. There is not a maximum for a brand exclusive pay-per-view. You can do as many as you want, 6 to 8, 9, however many you want. But there's going to be a minimum for co-branded pay-per-views, because we're not doing 8-hour shows, of 6 matches. 6 matches, you know. So for the Royal Rumble, there could be a total of 14 matches, which probably won't have it. There probably won't be 14 matches on the Rumble. There can be a total of 14 matches on the Royal Rumble. With that formula, there could be a total of 14 matches on WrestleMania. With that formula, there could be a total of 14 matches on SummerSlam. Same with Survivor Series, 14 matches. That's it. You know, 14 matches because because you might add in. I say 14 matches for the Rumble as an example, because you got to count the men's and women's Royal Rumble with your six matches from Raw, 6 matches from SmackDown. That's 14 matches. SummerSlam, there's only going to be 12 matches, because there's no extra special match. You know, there's no extra special match. Even with the Money in the Bank ladder match, that counts towards Raw and SmackDown matches. Because I don't want y'all sitting through 8-hour shows. I do not want y'all sitting through 8-hour shows. That's why we're doing it that way. So there's not, you sit through 8-hour SummerSlam. There's going to be a limit per match. SummerSlam, you're counting the Money in the Bank ladder match. If you want to, like I say, if you want to hold your Money in the Bank ladder match at SummerSlam, you have to count that in your Raw and SmackDown matches. So if I'm the brands, I will be wise on if I want to host a SummerSlam ladder match, because that counts towards your matches. Because there will only be a minimum of 12 matches on SummerSlam. A minimum of 12 matches at WrestleMania. I'm dead serious on that. Yep. That's, I'm dead serious on that. So it makes, I say that because it makes the brands think. It makes the brands think about what matches they want to have on their shows. It makes the brands get a little bit more interesting, because you might have to hold off on this one feud. You know what I'm saying? And save it for a co-branded, a brand exclusive show, and not put it on your co-branded show. Do you want to not defend the championship? You cannot defend the title. You know what I'm saying? It makes things very interesting. Look at this. These are Monday Night Raw's championships. World Heavyweight, United States, Raw Women's, World Tag Team, European Championship. 2 of these, if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships right there. You know what I'm saying? One championship might not make a co-branded show. What if Raw has a big feud that they want to culminate at SummerSlam? They're gonna have to make a sacrifice and not put a title on the line. What if Raw wants to have a Money in the Bank match? You might not see the United States Championship at SummerSlam. That could happen, because like I said, you gotta think about what you want to do. You gotta think about it, because like I said, that makes the shows more interesting. That makes this series different from the last one. Like I said, same example for SmackDown. These are their titles right here. That's SmackDown's championships. Be the same way. It can be legit be the same way with them. It makes you think. It makes it very, very interesting in the end, because there's a minimum of 6 matches per brand for co-branded pay-per-views. The only exception is the Royal Rumble and Survivor Series. Those are the only shows that can have 14 matches in this entire series. For co-branded shows, you could come up with 14 matches for a brand exclusive show. Bless your heart, but those shows can have more than 14 matches, because it's only your show, and that's on you if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a minimum of 14 matches only for Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. WrestleMania will not main show. I ain't counting the pre-show. WrestleMania main show will not have 14 matches. It will be a minimum of 12. 6 matches per brand. A minimum of 12. That's it. That is it. I think I pretty much covered everything in this update. That's how everything works. Different. We don't follow the in-game pay-per-view schedule. Different pay-per-view schedule. Different rules. Different set of things that go along, and different things that makes it very interesting and unique from the universe mode itself. There's no NXT no more. No takeovers. You just have Raw and SmackDown. That's it. You have Raw and SmackDown going to war with each other. That's how you do it. How we're going to crown a winner? At the end of WrestleMania, there will be a fan vote. On my community tab, the poll will be open for 1 week. Which brand was the best in Season 1 of Universe Mode War? Raw or SmackDown? If the vote is tied, which I don't think it will be, more than likely it will not be tied. But if it's tied, what we're going to do, me and J&W are going to go through each and every single, I changed the rules this time, each and every single brand exclusive pay-per-view, not every Raw and every SmackDown, each and every single brand exclusive pay-per-view. We're going to tally the numbers, the number of views. That's going to be the total number of views accumulated for the entire season for the brand pay-per-views. And then I'm going to tally, if it's a tie between the number of views, I'm going to tally the number of likes, the total number of likes for each brand exclusive pay-per-view in the entire series, in the entire of Season 1. If there's a tie with that, then I'm going to add them both together, and we're going to get a winner that way. I feel that's the most fairest because we don't have that many brand exclusive pay-per-views to do. There is minimum amount. There, let's see. We have brand pay-per-views in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. There's going to be 6 brand exclusive pay-per-views from each brand. There is, from what I believe, there is, 6. Because there is no brand exclusive pay-per-view for the month of March, because it is a 8-week WrestleMania build. 8-week WrestleMania build for this series. So, how we're going to do WrestleMania? I'm going to announce the WrestleMania venue right now. WrestleMania will. Hold on, I'm pulling up the WrestleMania venue right now. This is going to be our WrestleMania where it's going to be live at. The Season 1 finale. That's going to be the title. Because I plan on coming back for Season 2 for this series. But WrestleMania Season 1, the Season 1 finale of the series, the final show for the final show for the series for the first season. This is going to be the finale right here. We're going to be live and sold out. We're gonna be live and sold out. I'm gonna do it a little different here. We're gonna be live and sold out in Nashville, Tennessee. That's gonna be the season finale and that's where WrestleMania will be held, in Nashville, Tennessee. The Royal Rumble in this series will be hosted from Phoenix, Arizona. We are hosting SummerSlam in Los Angeles, California. And Survivor Series will be hosted from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Those are going to be where all of the major shows and major venues will be. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it on the scheduling side of things. Pretty much it on how pay-per-views are going to work, the rules, how we're going to calculate a winner, and all that fun little stuff like that. And that's where WrestleMania will be held. Nashville, Tennessee, baby. I hope y'all hyped. I hope y'all are hyped as I am, folks. I'm ready. One more thing before you guys breathe on my neck. This series is not consistent. What do I mean? The other universe mode, you get at least an upload a week for another universe mode. You'll be lucky enough to get this universe mode in once a month. Me and JW have other series going on. I'm adding 2 more series to the channel. 2 more universe. I can't talk about one of them, but the AEW series is starting for my universe mode as AEW universe mode is starting very soon for my channel as well. We're getting the first episode ready and prepared for that. There will not be time for me to do this series consistently. There's no way. JW hosts this AOA, AOR, and TNA, which I'm a part of as well, and help book for one of his car shows, and I write for TNA as well, and I commentate for TNA. There is no figuratively possible way this series can be consistent. It was never meant to be a consistent series. It was always an alternative to the other universe mode to keep content flowing on this channel. You will not get this universe mode every single month. I can promise you that now. You probably won't get it every single month. You may get one upload a month, but when you get the universe mode, it's going to be a different feel from the other one, and it's going to be a different type of format. It won't be the same for each universe mode. It won't feel the same. It won't be the same. Different rosters, different talent, different things going on for each series. Yep. The reason why we do that like that is because I want these episodes to feel worth it in the end. Like, for example, the release date for Extreme Rules will be May 17th, 2020. That's Sunday, where we will premiere live Universe Mode War Extreme Rules, the first ever Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Then you might not get the Raw after Extreme Rules for another 2 weeks. If that. Maybe another 2 weeks. And then you probably won't get Smackdown until June. And you probably won't get Judgment Day of maybe a week or 2 after that in June. Because JW and me are busy men. We don't have time to make this series consistent. But we want it to feel worthwhile in the end. That's what I wanted. That's how I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel worthwhile in the end. I want it to feel good in the end, and I don't want it to feel rushed. If you are interested in joining this series, for now, there will not be NXT because of lack of people investing and lack of people not into the series. But for season 2, I want to bring back NXT. Or I want to bring back a third brand. It does not have to be NXT. It can be anything you want. I say difference is key. Running NXT is very, very challenging. So you can bring up another brand. Any brand you desire. Doesn't have to be a WWE brand. It doesn't. It can be any. It can be any wrestling brand you want to. You can create your own brand. This is how next season's going to be. This is how season 2 is going to be different from season 1. You know, Raw does not have to be a brand. SmackDown does not have to be a brand if you don't want it to be. You can customize your brand. You can customize your shows for next season. Next season, more than likely will be in the next WWE game. Because now, you know, we have more time to finish this season up in 2K20. And we basically got everything set in 2K20 to finish the season up. So more than likely, next season will be in WWE 2K21 or whatever they call the next WWE game. Whenever they release it, probably fall of 2021. That's when season 2 is going to take place. More than likely, it's probably going to be on next gen. I have no idea what 2K is going to do yet, but more than likely, probably going to be on the PS5 or, you know, whatever, because I should have a PS5 by that time period. But that's when next season is going to take place. Yep, that's when next season is going to take place. So, for next season, I want to, you know, make it different. I want to make it interesting. You know. So, I hope that you take these announcements and I hope that you listen to them very closely. Pay attention to that free agency period. Because right now, you can't have your car in the series. I only can sign, if you have cars, I only can sign your car when that free agent period takes place. So look at these brands. Pay attention to how they're running. Pay attention to how they're being booked. And make a wise decision on where you want to be in this series. If your car is not in this series already. There is some cars that are already in this series. But so there is some that are not in this series. So pay attention to those things. Because things are about to spice up. And things are about to get very, very interesting. In Season 2, we're going to change a lot of things. And make it even more interesting. Like I said, Raw and SmackDown might not return next season. We might have different brands next season. We might have different leaders next season. We might have different producers next season. Some people might not want to come back. Some people might want to be in the series next season. Things could get spicy around here. And that's what I like the most. Things can get interesting and spicy, and they can overall benefit your channel. You know, it could benefit you in the long run. Like, the people that's already behind this series have seen channel growth dramatically from being involved alone. JW Boss had 200 something subscribers when he joined this series. Now he's over 357. He had 290 something. Now he's over 350 plus as of this recording. It can benefit your channel in a lot and make your channel great in the long run. You know, because like I said, I'm all about helping folks do what's best for them. And I hope you all are as invested as I am in this series. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoy this series. And by the way, Smackdown is on Friday. I gotta clear that up. They're not on Tuesday. We don't have Smackdown live. Smackdown is on Friday. There's Friday night Smackdown. There is no Smackdown live or whatever that crap is. No. Raw is on Monday Night Raw, like always. Smackdown is on Friday. Just to clear it up. Like I said last night, any questions, comments, or concerns, if I missed anything, me and J&W will address it in the comment section down below. Please, I guess y'all didn't have any questions last night, but any questions, comments, concerns, Shoot it down in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in joining the brand, let me know as well. As they say, let the games begin. And the combustion is about to start. As we host our first brand exclusive pay-per-views. And then after we get that NXT roster in, it's going to be full force, folks. Don't go anywhere. And I'll keep you guys up to date. May 17th, folks, 2020, Extreme Rules will premiere live. The Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Keep an eye out. We'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in my next Universe Mode War video.